Hey guys, it's Smudge here. We're back for episode 15 and the penultimate episode of the Mil-Mi 8 MTV Oilfield campaign. So today this is the mission briefing. It's called Cement Carrier. We've got 2 loads of cement to take out to 2 different rigs. Not much of a brief here, but what's interesting about this is that it's given us a choice about which way we want to go first. So if we have a look at the map here, we've got a long leg and a short leg, so we can take off and fly down to R18 and then fly back, pick up the second load of cement and take it to R54, or we can go to R54 first and then do the long leg down to R18. But what I'm gonna do, just because I want to, is we're gonna fly the long leg first, get that out of the way. So we'll go to R18 first, fly back to the sub base, and then we'll go to R54, pick up the external load and then fly back to the sub base. So a bit more external loading to do today. Looking outside, the weather looks absolutely frickin' atrocious. It's properly raining out there and it's low cloud and all the other good stuff, so that's going to make life a bit more interesting as well. So cloud base is at 600. Great. Okay, so without further ado, we'll get underway, and yeah, like I said, the penultimate episode, so only one more episode to go after this, and I think I might do next one live, but we'll talk more about that as we get underway anyway. So let's get this thing started up and then go from there. So lots of rain, just what you need.
Commander, all crew on board. Half doors, hatches are closed.
Roger, starting up.
Okie dokie, so let's go through the startup. I'll just race through this anyway.
Batteries on, voltage normal. Tape recorder on, functioning. Intercom readability, good. Startup and system CBs, on. Firefighting system to on, operational. Rate switch, on. Fuel pumps, on.
Start APU.
Sorry guys, just racing through this one because this is going to be a slightly longer mission, so just get through it,
Temperature
get it done,
increasing.
then we'll get up in the air and get on the way. Turn on all the lights. I think we're going to need them. It's pretty dark in here. Alright, that's parking brakes off. So let's select left engine start, and start.
Left engine, start.
Revs increasing, temperature increasing.
All cool and groovy. We're turning the strobe, but
Anti-collision beacon.
it lights up the inside of the cockpit, which is a bit annoying, so we'll leave that off.
Pressure normal.
This thing, when you rush through things, you forget things.
Left engine at idle.
Fine, that's fine, so we'll come across and start the right engine.
Right engine, start.
Revs increasing, temperature increasing.
Soggy day. It was raining on the last mission as well, actually, which was the first time that we'd seen raindrops. It looks like we're going to be having raindrops this whole mission. Yay!
Right engine at idle.
Cool, throttle to right.
Throttle to right.
What that means is just twisting the throttle all the way over to the right. The engine's under power, so we'll switch on the generators.
Power to systems on.
Cool.
Equipment on.
Turn on the different systems around the helicopter because
Voice alert system, operational.
Okay, that's fine, that's good. hard seeing things without that. I like having those white lights on because it means that you can see more things in the cockpit, which is good. Okie dokie, I think everything was kind of looking a-okay. Switches look good, so we'll program our first route now, since we probably won't be landing at the sub base. So the first route's going to be
engine parameters normal.
140 for 43.
Starting taxi.
Yeah, not yet. Hold your horses. So this is the long route there and back first. Oops. Past it. Come on. Come back. 44. 43. And the map angle is 140 for the first leg. Keep going past it. Travels pretty quick when it gets going. Okay, 140, that's all fine. Set our fuel totalizer so we'll get a full tank of fuel, that's good. We're not going to have mirrors, I guess, in this mission because it's raining the whole time, which, you know, fun and games. Only 26 is taxiing out, that's always good. Time is right to get them traveling at the same speed. There we go. Stop my OCD from going overdrive. Kind of travelling thereabouts anyway. So, anyways, let's taxi on out of here. Brakes off. Right, now coming.
Autopilot to on.
Autopilot on. The wind's definitely coming from that direction. I do like the way that water streaks along the bottom ones as it's falling down. It's quite cool. Yep. Okay, there goes the Mil-Mi 26. Can't see anything coming, although the cloud cover's quite low, so there could be something approaching, you'd never really know. Okay, so our first route was, what, 140, so we'll set the heading back on this as well, so I'm not fanning on with that when we get in the air, so 0. Cool, he's cleared the reactive, so we'll go ahead and take off ourselves and get over to the sub base. Don't want to run into him. It seems to be fairly strong in there as well. Yeah, I need to switch a radio. I don't, it's already doing a message and I know I can switch a radio.
Altitude 0500. Contact normal. Krasnodar region 29103. Hello.
departed from Kanskaya, operations in Makeup area, altitude 0 to 500.
That's actually the
Contact in 1 hour. Over.
It's about 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 or something.
Crossing our region. Roger. Proceed as planned. Contact in 1 hour. Over and out.
Набирайте эшелон 100.
Набираю эшелон 100, на МБД 1 Дельта, Якутия, 4 полоса держи.
Inbound. Kuton. Contact. Rest of control 135 decimal 6. Also control
So we're kind of
135
racing
decimal 6.
MTV 26 over to the subbase.
608, bye bye. Okay.
He's bigger than us. Setting to 0.
Forming landing circuit, wind 350.
350.
Set heading to 350.
350, okay. So we'll circle around and we'll come back in, see what that normally 26 are doing, because I don't want to have it mid-air with him while we're coming into land. That would suck. So, first approach to hopefully we'll get in there first. The wind is coming in from a bad angle, so it means we'd have to cut straight across that tower to get in. But we'll just come in normally and turn in. Actually a hover pickup as well. Guess we're not landing.
Тыл 1 кило, снижайтесь, эшелон 6-0.
Полоса 23 центральная, Юниформ ХТЛ 1 кило, снижается эшелон 6-0, Аэрофлот 4.
Аэрофлот 1-4, снижение без ограничений по готовности, разрешаю с прямой по кратчайшему.
Снижение без ограничений по готовности с прямой, Аэрофлот 1-4, спасибо.
It's just on there. Cool.
Cargo spotted. Hook in the first one.
Okay, so altitude is good, so we'll hold it there. Creep forward.
Вперед. 30.
Idiot.
Влево. Над грузом.
Cargo.
Замок закрыт.
Cargo hooked.
Груз подцеплен. Натяжение троса. Трос натянут. Приятели. Груз тросса в норме. Можно взлетать.
Okay, so I've got the cargo. Let's turn you on, and then want to head 140. It's back and right.
Commander, cargo is stable.
Roger. Go into rotor.
Come on. so we don't clang anything off the ground.
Maintain for level 250, contact direction control 122.9. Climbing level 250, also top control 122.9, then 608, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Якутия 456, разрешаю прямо на Нигар.
Курс Нигар, Якутия 456.
Should be on our way now to subbase, not subbase, Romeo 18.
5210,
I was going to say, it's been a few missions since we had to do any sort of external lifting, so I guess it's very interesting to see what comes in on the final mission. What I'm thinking is, I just mentioned it earlier, I believe they're doing the final mission live, so like a week from when this video comes out, so this will be out on Friday, which it should be Friday 15th is when this mission comes out on YouTube. I am kind of pre-recording this just while I've got kind of time to fly, but then I'll wait a week, and then on Friday the 22nd, because I'm off work then, I'll do the final kind of mission live, I guess, on YouTube, so you guys can hassle me when I'm flying and tell me I'm not doing it right. And then we'll see what the final mission has in store for us. Yeah. This is the first DCS campaign I've ever flown, or flown all the way through. And it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've definitely kind of learned more things about the Mil-8, you know, especially kind of like the navigation systems. Got a lot more familiar with actually flying it. You know, it's been a bit of a journey. But, yeah, it's been enjoyable, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. I know there's not been many people watching this, but you know, a couple of hundred people kind of watching it, you know, kind of throughout, or that have been watching all of them, looking at my viewer stats. Not many against other videos that I do, but as a small channel, it's still all pretty good for me.
Россия, 62-15, по контролю, здравствуйте, опознанный, снижайтесь, эшелон 210. Снижаем эшелон 200, Россия, 62-15.
Yeah, I hope you guys pick something up from this, you know, maybe learn something, get some interest in the Mil-8 or doing a campaign yourself. I'm ready to start taking kind of, you know, votes on what you guys want to see in the next campaign. You know, so have a think about, you know, kind of aircraft or campaign, have a look through, see what's there. And, yeah, I'll see what comes up, maybe KA-50 or maybe an aircraft, you know, one of the red flag campaigns, maybe something, the Vigan perhaps. You know, I'll see kind of, if nobody kind of tells me what they want, then I'll have a look and see what there is and, you know, what I feel comfortable flying in. Whether it's the A-10, but the A-10 is quite a complex beast, and I've not flown that in very, very, very long time. In fact, I think it's been almost a year since I've sat in the A-10. But, you know, I don't know, we'll see what you guys think. I picked the Mil-8 campaign first because, you know, it's a non-combat campaign. I think it shows off, you know, some things that DCS can do really well in regards to just being a flight sim, and also, you know, not being a combat campaign. It's all based on flying skill rather than getting shot down.
22,5, однако, спасибо, Якутия 4,5, добро.
Listen, Maximich, what do you need so much concrete for? We've brought it for them so many times, but I've never seen them build anything.
Alex, they are oil workers, not builders. They need concrete for other purposes.
Meaning?
Honestly, I didn't get it at first, and then I asked Mikhailich. In a word, They fill boreholes with concrete.
Well, it is logical that cementation needs concrete, but for what?
Cement slurry is pumped inside, and there it displaces the drilling fluid. When it hardens, it produces a solid core in the borehole. You got it?
Maximich, you're explaining it like for a child. Sure, I understand. I knew it. Just was checking if you knew.
Look at him. He was checking. I'm sure you still didn't get it.
Andre, as if you're an expert. Stay out of it.
I am no expert, agree.
I don't like this.
But you better ask Ritka tonight. She worked at the drilling site and knows it inside out.
So, it's none of your business. Andre, get off.
Why are you so angry? We are peacefully talking.
I've got something hanging off the bottom of me by about 40 meters. 100 meters clear of the ground at the moment. But if we check that, you can see it's still quite a ways down there. But there's hills coming up in front, and we're right at the base of the cloud. So I think I'm going to have to move left, kind of around this hill, just to get enough ground clearance for the cargo without flying into the cloud. So it's going to put us off course slightly, but you know, we can track back to the right to get on course. So I don't want to climb up into the cloud and blind ourselves, and then come down hill. You know, we're not rated for VFR. So. So we've got some clearance over this side. Still got plenty of ground beneath us, or plenty of air beneath us. So we'll handrail this hill off to the left here, so it gives us a bit more kind of room to play with. We need ponder, of course, which is okay.
Краснодар Кока, работа 11.04. На добрый день, курсом 4 мы снижаем эшелон 6.0 по Матвинде.
Аэрофлот 11.04, Краснодар, круг. Добрый вечер. На текущем курсе снижайтесь 500 метров. Заход ил на 23 центральную, разрешаю.
На текущем курсе снижаюсь 500 метров. Заход ил на полосу 23 центральную, разрешаю. Аэрофлот 11.04.
Аэрофлот 11.04, новая информация. Джулиус, ветер 210 градусов, 4 метра в секунду. QFE 1006 гектопаскаля, остальные элементы без изменений.
QFE 1006 гектопаскаля, Аэрофлот 11.04.
Okay, it's got 10, 11k to go. Bring it back onto course now, which is good. We're actually almost back onto our route. It's back on course now, so we'll start turning back left.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
Don't get pissy with me, I didn't cause a little lag spike.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
It started swinging after that little lag spike, but it should be right. So 8k away, so we should
Груз спокоен, трасса норма.
Контроль, добрый день, Ноябрь 402, эшелон 370. 402, Ростов-контроль, здравствуйте, опознаны, доложите расчетное начало снижения. Расчетное снижение доложено, Ноябрь 402.
58 и 259.
That's right up into it. That's why it's never good flying IFR in a VFR helicopter. I suppose you've got radar altimeters, but that only looks straight down, it doesn't look in front. What's worrying is that big hill in front of us is heading up into the clouds. Track on course. that would really blow big style. So we should be seeing it quite soon. Ah, there it is. Put it on the right. Do you believe? Hopefully that's it. Yeah, that's it. So it starts slowing down now.
Tower in sight. Placing cargo on a free spot closer to the tower. Wind 350.
Is it heading to 350?
This wind is coming in from behind us, which is not cool, not groovy. We'll have to swing round the tower here and come back into it. We can't go any higher, otherwise we'll be in the clouds or in the trees.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
Turn such.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
Come on now, come on.
Продольная раскачка 30. Поперечная раскачка 30. Продольная раскачка 30. Поперечная раскачка 30. Продольная раскачка 30. Поперечная раскачка 30. Вперед 150.
Минуту, сейчас потом довернем на губу.
Вправо 30. Вправо 10. Вперед над зоной. Влево 10. Назад 30. Груз 10 до земли.
Радар подход Победа 176. День добрый, в наборе сотый. Забираю. Перескать 90. Подписан у нас.
Груз оцеплен.
First cargo is placed. Proceed with landing and collecting the slings.
Oh, right, okay. I thought I was on the ground because I was reducing power and not going down, and that's usually a sign that your cargo's on the deck. Let's back up slowly and find a landing spot. There's the flag, so we should be pretty close to that. Don't land on the cargo, that would be bad. Windy. There's our landing spot. That was cool.
Победа 176, набирайте эшелон 200.
Crew chief, collect the slings.
We'll go.
Whoa, well that took some effort. Right, okay, so now we'll program in a 2 of 43 to get back. Cool, and we'll just fly reciprocally.
Commander, slings collected, doors closed.
Roger, taking off. Go into subbase.
Cool, and then upwards and onwards. That was engaging. Funny, you said the base is at 600, but 350 we're running into the base of these clouds.
Внимание, прибыл рейс 1104 Шереметьево, аэробус на 13-ю стоянку. На борту 122 пассажира, из них 13 бизнес, на 300 багажа. На встречу 2 автобуса под эконом, бизнес, встречаем своих.
Прямо узко.
Side step round us here because I don't quite get into those clouds. Can quite easily get back on.
135, вертая 6, удачи.
136, хорошая смена и удачи вам.
Народ 402, расчетный снижайте.
ТМС 402, снижайтесь, первоначальный эшелон 310.
Снижаем 310, ТМС 2.
Taxi lights that blinds us in the cockpit as well. So it's actually on the searchlights on the That's one way to light up the cockpit, isn't it? Turn on the taxi lights.
176 контролей, здравствуйте, опознанный, набирайте эшелон 300.
Положи на борт 300, победа 176, спасибо.
Победа 176, для информации. Нет, на замаскированные градом.
It would be nice if they had searchlights and taxi lights kind of lighting up the ground properly when we fly. It used to work in 1.5. Used to be able to kind of spotlight. I guess it's maybe they're all for that, but track that back in. Course corrections back to the left here. Course.
Транзит
377, транзит, добрый день.
Здравствуйте. Общая заправка у нас 4500. Расход 1300. Руление 200. Экипаж 3+4. Виктор Квебек, Браво, Альфа, Эко.
Бортовой Виктор Квебек, Браво, Альфа, Эко, экипаж 3-4, общая заправка 4500, 200 на руление, на взлет 4300, расход на полет тонна 300.
Все правильно, спасибо.
Принято, спасибо.
curious to see what they've got in store for us on this mission.
Контроль, добрый день, Свердловск. 7036. Подходим к точке валом, эшелон 330. На смену 340.
Россия 62-15, здорово, по воздействию летов, работайте Геленджик круг 122,7, мягко посадки, удачи.
It'd be funny if it was just a transit from Maycon back to Krasnodar.
Нет, Свердловск 736.
Rather than doing anything stressful.
Россия 62-15, красный подход.
We'll soon find out.
215, 122,7. Все хорошо, до обратного. 2, пуш вам больше не мешает. Продолжайте снижение, эшелон
You
210.
find it funny when they take the plans.
Да, эшелон 210, дай маршрут готов.
Победа 176, посчитайте, какой эшелон вы сможете обеспечить на точку у неба через 8 минут.
Секунду. Победа 176.
Победа 176, понял, набирайте эшелон 340.
Продолжаем набор 340, победа 176, спасибо.
And then next one's to bring 5-4, which is the slightly shorter leg, still 33 kilometers. 10k shorter than the leg I just done. Start it. Go to the base. So we should start seeing something soon, but visibility is quite reduced with this weather. I think I can actually see the stacks over the side too. What we might do when we get down to 5 kilometers is start programming to bring in 5 forwards, unless we're not going to be landing. Seen a subbase around here. Ah, no, there's one around. Okay, so we'll switch this off, and then what we'll do is that we'll program in 267, which is the next leg out. Cool, so we're 267. So we go to 267 that way. Alrighty, and then let's get in here and 267. Let's get in here and pick up the next load.
Forming landing circuit, wind 350.
Set heading to 350.
Where are you heading, big balls? We won't be landing, we'll just grab a cargo. Cargo. I have to keep using this cheat thing because it's the only way I'll ever be able to get close to the cargo to pick it up. Besides, I can't understand Russian to understand what the loadmaster's trying to tell me to do. If you were speaking English, that would, you know, make it better, kind of, you know, back, forward, other, down, you know.
Second cargo in sight. Let's proceed.
Yes, that's...
Право. 10. Над грузом. Замок закрыть. Груз подцеплен. Натяжение троса. Натяжение троса. Трос натянут. 10 от земли. Груз троса в норме. Можно взлетать. Продольная раскачка 30. Поперечная раскачка 10. Продольная раскачка 10. Поперечная раскачка 10. Продольная раскачка 10. Поперечная раскачка 10. Продольная раскачка 10. Продольная раскачка 10. Поперечная раскачка 10.
That's what she said.
Груз спокоен, трасса норма.
Да.
36. Поперечная раскачка 10. Поперечная раскачка 10. Поперечная раскачка 10.
Still don't understand what you're trying to say.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
Almost as fascinating as the last time you said it.
1106, транзит, добрый день.
Добрый вечер. Самолет. Груз спокоен, трасса норма. 147, багажа по классу 539, багажа 1400, груза 130, почти 500 килограмм практически. Время прибытия 15:10, 6 тонн на борту. По заправке, но определенно не сказано, что экипаж меняется. 2 человека, необходим будет амбулист и куча колясок там впал.
1106, остаток топлива 6 тонн, на борту детские коляски, навстречу нужен амбулифт. Смена экипажа.
Да?
Принято до посадки.
Осветление 300, снижение по команде, уже 9608.
Роджер 9608, снижайтесь, эшелон 210.
210 снижайте, уже 9608.
Commander, a chip in the oil in the tail gearbox.
Damn it. Not a good time.
Failures never happen at a good time.
Commander, we need to land right away. We have less than 5 minutes. It's really a chip in the oil. Then gearbox will fall to pieces.
We're landing. Look for a landing spot. Carefully putting down the cargo and landing next to it. Prepare for landing.
Yes, if we break the cargo, they won't pat us on the back.
Oh, good.
Temperature 60. It's about to jam.
Alrighty, cargo's coming down. Auto run hooks on. Come on, slow down. Time. Cargo should be on the deck.
Груз 10 до земли. Груз отцеплен. Добрый день, Свердлов 7036. На курсе 20 за следом входим эшелон 340. И, если возможно, курс на ОНЭ попросим.
Ждите, Свердлов 7036. Роджер 9608, снижайтесь, едете, эшелон 210, работаете. Краснодар подходит 129,6.
29.
Landed. Stop the engines. Andre, after power off, please check the gearbox condition. I'll contact Socrates and ask him for maintenance team and also to take our cargo.
Failure.
Ah, that was fun.
Generator 2, failure. Generator 1, failure.
Well, how about that? So we've task complete, mission ended. Kind of prematurely. Gearbox near failure. Would have been interesting to see if the gearbox did fail if we stayed airborne any longer. But yeah, we're kind of stuck out in the field with our cargo. Managed to get the cargo down safely at least anyway. And yeah, how about that? Wonder what the next mission's going to have in store for us, eh? So yeah, we'll put the parking brake on here. Interesting. very interesting. Anyways, guys, I hope that you've been enjoying the series. I've certainly been enjoying flying it. This is the penultimate episode. I've got one more to do. Set a date in your calendar. I'll be doing it live on Friday the 22nd. At least that's the plan. So yeah, hope you guys will join me for that. Maybe about 8 o'clock Friday on the 22nd. So set your dates for that, and then we'll do the final Mil-Mi 8 campaign. Oilfield campaign mission, and have a talk about the campaign, and you know, you guys can interact with me while we're flying that, and I'm kind of interested to see what's in store with that, with us having a bent bird on this mission. So yeah, this one's kind of ended prematurely. Didn't expect that. That was interesting. So I'll say thank you very much, guys. Hope that you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon. See you in a week for the final episode. Bye for now.